Hello guys, welcome back to another edition of the Black Star series live here on Sports Corner GH. My name is Adam. On the Black Star series, we talk about the Black Stars preparation towards the Afcon in Ivory Coast between the periods of 13th January to the 11th of February. And the Black Stars are in the same group with Egypt, Mozambique and Cape Verde. Yesterday, the Black Stars opened camp and they did their first training section. We are going to talk about it, the number of players who did their training section, the number of players who are yet to arrive in team camp, and also some extra news concerning the Black Stars. We're also going to talk about West Ham versus Brighton and Hove Albion. There's also Mohammed Kudus, and I'm just going to give my 2 cents on their performance without Mohammed Kudus. And we're also going to talk about how the Black Stars are going to approach the Afcon live here on Sports Corner GH. So guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure to subscribe. If you have already subscribed too, thank you very much and may God richly bless you. On the Black Star series, we give shout outs. So guys, if your name is on the shout out list, I want to say a very big thank you to you. But if your name is not here, don't worry, comment under this video and I'll make sure to bring up your name in the next shout out list we do live here on Sports Corner GH. So guys, quickly, let's jump into it. And I'm going to begin with the Black Stars. Yesterday, the Black Stars were able to open camp with 24 players who held their first training session. Yes, first training session. Now, 24 players, that means 3 players are yet to arrive in camp. And these are the 24 players who were part of the first training session. And then you can see some of the visuals, the pictures here. Because of copyright reasons, we can't post the videos. So some of the pictures will be rolling on the screen. And let me know who you are excited to see back in the Black Star squad. For me, it would be Mohammed Salisu and Alexander Djiku. Yes, Mohammed Salisu and Alexander Djiku. I'm happy both of them are part of the Black Star squad. Let me know who you're happy to see back in the Black Star squad. Now, these are the squad players who were available for the first training section, the 24-man squad. Jojo Walakot, Lawrence Atizigi. We have Ali Dusiedu, Dennis Odoi, Kingsley Schneider, Gideon Meisa, Abdul Fattah Hamidu, Nicolas Opoku, Daniel Amate, Mohammed Salisu, Alexander Djiku, Baba Idrisu, Elisha Owusu, Abdul Salis Samed, Richmond Lamte, Majid Ashweru, Andre Ayew, Ransford Yeboah Kanesdorfer, Osman Bukari, Joseph Kensel, Ernest Nuama, Antoine Semenyo, and also Jonathan Sowa. These are the 24 players who took part in the first training section. Now, the 3 players yet to arrive at team camp are Jordan Ayew, Mohammed Kudus, and also Inaki Williams. Now, these 3 players are said to join the team camp later during this week. So definitely they'll be coming. For Mohammed Kudus, we had slight injury. For Inaki Williams, we heard that he has a mild condition. That means he has to rest. For Jordan Ayew, there is no report on him yet, but I hope he'll be arriving in team camp very, very soon. And guys, this is the latest update on the Black Stars team campaign ahead of the Afcon and also their first training session. Today, another training session will also be held. We'll make sure to bring you that update live here on Sports Corner GH. The Black Stars are holding a 9-day training session and campaign here in Ghana. They'll also be playing a friendly match against Namibia, who are also campaigning here in Ghana. That friendly match will be on Monday, 8th of January at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. And we'll also be talking about the build-up to that friendly match live here on Sports Corner GH. Now, moving away from that, yesterday, West Ham played against Brighton and Hove Albion, and there was no Mohammed Kudus in the match day squad. Now, without Mohammed Kudus, looking at West Ham, let's be very truthful. If you watch that game, you yourself, you attest that West Ham would miss Mohammed Kudus because that team played and they were lacking something. And that something that they were lacking was the ability and the qualities Mohammed Kudus was giving them. And looking at that match, I felt very sorry for them. That match ended in a 0-0 draw. A 0-0 draw. This was like the first time Brighton and Hove Albion were able to keep a clean sheet in the EPL this season. And looking at that game, I felt like if Mohammed Kudus was in that game and other players who did not go for the Afcon were in that game, West Ham would have probably walked away with a win, or probably, it would be maybe a draw, but with goals. But you could see West Ham actually miss Mohammed Kudus, and they're going to miss him for a very long period during the time the Afcon would also be taking place. So guys, that is the latest update concerning the West Ham and Brighton Hove Albion game. And I believe they still miss Mohammed Kudus, and he's important to also ask the Black Stars. So we also need him for the Afcon. Now, moving away from that, let's talk about the Black Stars' approach towards the Afcon. Now, Ghana is a very big name when it comes to football in Africa. But quite recently, even teams like Comoros, teams come here and come and beat us. No teams with no football history come to Ghana here, play with us head to head, even in tournaments, and they still beat us and all those things. So right now, there are a lot of teams who see Ghana as, okay, you have the name, but then you are not the Ghana that used to be, feared those days. That's how a lot of countries see Ghana. And I believe that that is an advantage. And the approach should be the underdog approach, because currently people look at our squad and they are like, oh, this squad is less experienced. They have not even been to the Afcon before, majority of them. So people see us as underdogs. That is how people are going to see us in the tournament. And I feel like that approach should be used. People would not expect much from the Black Stars when they're playing, especially the opponent. Egypt will be looking at us like, you don't have quality. Most of your players are now coming to play the Afcon. And then we use that as an advantage, because an underdog always pulls a surprise. And that is how the Black Stars need to move now. Even Ghanaians don't even have expectations for the Black Stars. Some Ghanaians will be like, the Black Stars, because of what happened in the last Afcon, they know that we are going to come out in the group stages. So still, even some Ghanaians don't have expectation for the Black Stars to do well in the Afcon. And this is an advantage to the Black Stars, because then now they have a point to prove. They have a point to prove. So the underdog approach is the best approach for this Afcon. Don't go there feeling like you are the Ghana of old where everybody should fear you. And you go and underrate another team, probably like Mozambique or Cape Verde. Otherwise, we will be punished. We should go in there playing like an underdog, being like a team that no one expects to win games. Then we pull the surprise. And I believe that this approach would be a very good approach going into the Afcon, because I believe that looking at our group and looking at the players that have been called into the 27-man squad, I mean, we have the capability. We have what it takes to be able to go out of that group. Now, out of that group, whatever happens next is between the players, what they want to achieve, and also the support we Ghanaians have behind them. So it is very important to take it one step at a time. Qualify out of the group, and then we'll take it from there. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. It's like one stage at a time. That is very important. But I believe that currently, looking at our squad, the best approach would have been the underdog approach. When I say the underdog approach, it's not like go there and go and lower your expectation or anything. Go there and play very well, because your opponent would not expect you to pull a surprise. Normally, underdogs are not expected to pull in a surprise or do well. But we have quality players who can do well. But I just believe that because other countries are coming with players who are probably played in the Afcon before, that most of the players we are sending, they might probably look down on us, or looking at our past performances, some games you have played quite recently, looking at Comoros and Lashiness and things, people will look down on the Black Stars, and that would be the element of surprise. We should always have the element of surprise when we go to this Afcon. And I believe that would be the best approach. So guys, let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comment section. This is my own 2 takes on it. Now, the next video you are going to do would be the preparation towards the friendly games and also updates concerning the Black Stars live on Sports Corner GH. Thanks for joining me. My name is Adam. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll make sure to see you in the next video. Charlie, we go vibe.